Welcome back to Inside Michigan Football. I'm now joined by one of the most energetic Wolverines you're ever going to hear from, and that is Donovan Edwards. And first of all, Donovan, thanks for joining me. And second, I know why your team was so successful in high school. You guys had a lot of talent. Some of your teammates are here now. Your coach is here now. But this Friday night, West Bloomfield's taking on Cass Tech. If you had a shout-out to your team, what would it be?
Hey, you already know, man. West Bloomfield winning. They winning the state championship. I'm going to call it now, man. My boys know what it is. They know what they need to do to beat Cass Tech, man. I got West Bloomfield all the way.
Well, I'm excited to see what happens, and I know that, hey, you got guys on both sides in your locker room.
Shout out to Raheem, man. Shout out to Raheem, man. Your boy's going to lose, man.
All right. Well, that's
hey,
just,
no offense to Cass Tech, too. I love Cass Tech, but
hey,
y'all going to lose. I'm going to say it.
You don't have to ride the fence.
I'm going to say it, man. Y'all going to lose, man. Shout out to West Bloomfield, man.
Well,
Laker Nation, baby.
So you guys got a big game Friday night from your high school, and an even bigger one on Saturday for you. What does this game mean, Michigan State, to you?
Honestly, it's another game of preparation, you know. It's really another stepping stone game. Well, it's a big game, you know, especially in the state of Michigan. But like I said last week, you know, like it's a big-time rivalry. You know, we want to come out with the victory, and we want to bring Paul back to Ann Arbor, have him in our locker room. But, you know, it's going to be a great game. You know, it's going to be high energetic. Our team, I know our team is going to be very energetic. As I said last week, we are locked in right now. So I mean, it's on this week.
How did you guys, especially in the running backs room, how did you guys spend the time over the bye week, not having to prepare for a game, but you've got 2 weeks to prepare for Michigan State?
Oh, we dialed in on the film, and at the same time, you know, we let our bodies recover, watch the film, and watch the DBs, watch the safeties, watch the linebackers, watch the D line, you know, to see who their guys are, you know, what each player does individually on the Michigan State team, so we could see their tendencies. But in the running back room, we've been locked in all week, you know, in a bye week. You know, it's just coming off the game, you know, time for rest and recovery, but at the same time, in the film room, we were dialed in, locked in. You know, Coach Hart has been doing an amazing, fantastic job. Not doing having so many reps for me, Blake, CJ. You know, it's a great rotation in practice. So that's it right there.
I didn't get a chance to ask you this last week, but when Coach Hart went down on the sidelines in Indiana, how tough was that for you guys to be able to refocus on the game, knowing that he was going through something, didn't have a lot of answers, and you guys still had to go out and perform?
Honestly, I'll be honest, that personally that messed me up, and it kind of still messes me up to this day. Just because, I look at Coach Hart as family, and, you know, it's my ride or die guy. And, you know, just seeing, I actually, saw it happen for myself. And and then, Fox, whoever was, streaming the game, they showed Blake and I crying and stuff. You know, you could, really see, how much empathy we have towards Coach Hart. You know, it's, bigger than football, bigger than just the game itself. You know, it's like a real human being, you know, going through some trials and tribulations, and him coming back Wednesday was really everything. It shows how strong of a person he is. But, you know, to answer your question, Blake and I and all the running backs, we were definitely hurt the whole game, honestly. But we just knew we can only control what we can control. You know, take a couple deep breaths, lock in, you know, just give it all that you have on a football field, you know, even though, you know, something is lingering in your heart, you know, one of your guys, our coach, our guy, you know, he was down, and, you know, he was down unexpectedly, but, you know, that's what he wanted to, I know that's what he would want us to do is face the adversity straight on and, you know, play ball.
And
Especially with Indiana too. My bad to cut you off. Especially with Indiana, he wanted to beat them for sure.
Yeah.
So like we had to do that for him.
And you mentioned he was back by Wednesday.
That's
and tough. I know that it was still kind of touch or go as to whether he was going to be on the sidelines. What did it mean for you guys to be able to see him on the sidelines and be there to coach you guys against Penn State?
I think like Blake said it in our post-game interview after Penn State that like when Coach Hart's there, like everything changes, like especially for the running back room. Like he's basically like he is the running back room, you know what I mean? Like he brings like so much energy, he brings like so much knowledge, so much intelligence to our room, and like now he shows like a lot of empathy and a lot of love towards us players. So, like it's huge having Coach Hart there. Like he's like honestly like one of the smartest coaches on the coaching staff. So like like he's able to like rotate me and Blake in for like certain play calls or something like that. And like just having Coach Hart there, it's really like everything. It's really everything.
When you had a chance to look back over the 7 games, what is it that you want to be better at in the last 5 of the regular season?
I guess like keeping up the same mentality, like I said last week, like just getting better week by week. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Like I said, like the goals is the national championship, Big Ten championship, and being Ohio State. So, like for every single week, like you got to get better every single week to reach those goals. And like that's what I want to continue to do is just get better every single week.
How many guys that were high school teammates are going to be on the other sideline this week?
I actually know, like, I got 2 teammates that are on there, 2 former teammates, but I know, like, a lot of guys on that team. So it's on and popping. It's on and popping. Yeah. Trey Mosley, Dylan Tatum, shout out to those guys. Those my brothers. But, yeah, it's on.
What's it like to face guys that were on your team and now they're on your rivals team?
Honestly, it's really awesome. Like just to be able to even see those guys at the next level, like see those guys, the guys that like I just play with, the guys that I was just like playing with for like 3 years and 2 years. It's like really a blessing just to see like them at the next level. It's a blessing to like see what they're doing, with their team and making an impact on their team, and like pursuing their goals of going to the NFL. So, like for this rivalry, like of course, like it's hate. I wouldn't like necessarily want to call it hate, but at the end of the day, it's really all love. Like especially like between like my guys, the guys like I've came up with.
They reach out to you after last year?
Nah. Nope.
Okay. All right, hey, Donovan, best of luck this weekend. We're excited to see you guys in the backfield. Coach Mike Hart on the sidelines, and we'll look for a big Michigan victory.